in English, French, and Spanish. Also, don't hesitate to ask any of your questions in the Q&A or in the chat, and we will answer all of the questions at the end of the webinar. So tonight's webinar is about the EasyGuide, this revolutionary tool designed by Softfil that Dr. Chicón knows very well for many years. So we're all excited to hear more about it from him. And I will now give you the floor. Please, Dr. Chicón, we are all ears.
Okay, thanks so much, Hannah. It's a pleasure to stay here, surrounded by so many colleagues, and I'm delighted to share my experience using EasyGuide. I've been working with EasyGuide, I think, a long time ago, maybe almost 10 years or so, and I'm really happy because it's a marvelous device, as we will see a little bit later. And let's start. Please, if any of you have any question, any query, or whatever, please let us know through the chat. The structure, the agenda today, it's going to be 10 minutes more or less of introduction, and after that 10 minutes, also 10 minutes it's going to take us to speak properly about the device, and at the end 10 minutes video, 5 minutes, and after that Q&A. And okay, let's start. Thanks so much, Softfil Academy, for counting on me, and I'm always be there trying to give my best on sharing my experience, and it's a pleasure. You know, my goal always is to share, and to. They say that life is a school. They say some days you have to teach, but every day you have to learn. And I'm an eternal learner. Okay. Okay. Well, sorry. Okay. Oh. Okay. The first question is it's about you. What is what you are really looking for in this presentation, or seeking in this presentation? Because our goals of Tila and me and my goal are you. We are here just for you. And I suppose you are here looking for knowledge, or looking for to know a little bit more about the EasyGuide device. Knowledge, and in this point I'm always I like to share with you two different steps in the learning process. In the learning process there are two different steps. The first one is give or receive information. It's just what we are going to do today. I'm going to give and you are going to receive information. That is the first step. It's important. But the big deal, the key point in the learning process is the second step. The second step is when the information becomes knowledge. And to get the information become knowledge, we have to pass the information through our superior mind filters. Okay, we have to think about that information, and sometimes, okay, we have to check about the previous information we have in our mind. And the second step is to contrast this information with our previous experience. And it's just here in this second step when the doubts arise, not in the first step. Today is difficult to have doubts. You can have doubts about the explanation, or about some details, but not the real doubt. Oh, what's the concept behind this, or the meaning behind this concept? Those doubts used to arise a little bit later, and I'll always be there. I'll always be there supporting you. And then here you have my contact, okay, my email, my telephone number. This is my personal telephone number, my cell number. I have no other. On my Instagram and other Instagram, you know, this habits community is in Spanish. I so sorry, habits community, but it's a marvelous platform to personal development, and it's really amazing. I encourage you to have a look in habits community. Okay, please take a picture, take a photo. This part. Yeah, and if you hesitate or have any question, please text me or write me down an email or wherever. I'll always be there. Okay, great. Okay, and anybody has thought about what I expect, you know, from this presentation, or not? Nobody, no? Okay, I really not only want to explain a marvelous device that it's EasyGuide. What I really want is inspire you. I want to inspire you because it's quite important to feel motivated and to feel inspired in our daily, not only in our professional life, in our daily life, you know. And then I always be there, inspiring you as much as possible, inspiring you or encouraging you to go further and to read between lines and to think out of the box. Yeah. Today we're going to put in common that the cannula, the EasyGuide is going to guide. That's the question. EasyGuide is because it's going to guide the cannula in the desired depth of injection. It's easy to understand. Perfect. It's really easy. Okay, but let's stay there. This concept is easy. Okay. But I want to tell you that your mind, okay, this is the big deal today, okay? The big deal today, the key point in the whole presentation is this concept. It's not so easy to explain, but I need you to, don't get me wrong, to follow me, please, okay? If someone has any question, please ask me, you know, through the chat or wherever, because this concept is principle. Our mind is always thinking. Our mind is always thinking, never stops thinking, especially if you're a woman. No, I'm kidding. Always thinking. Perfect. If you are working, starts working, and you have any problem performing, okay, your mind is going to think anything is going wrong. And that thought is going to make you have a lack of confidence. At the same time, that lack of confidence is gonna make you to work and to perform worse. And then, you know, this is a negative cycle in your mind. You know, it's a negative thought is going to make you work worse, and you work worse is a worse thought, and you know it's a negative cycle that it's not good, you know, because the feeling finally is very bad, and the outcome is not going to be good, and your feeling, your sensation is not going to be good. Okay, great. That's why this doctor, this man is called Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He coined in 1973 a term called flow, the flow state. He was a positive psychologist, and the flow state is a state, marvelous state in between, just between the conscious and the unconscious mind. Okay, in the flow state, you don't think, you only feel. This is the state where or from the masterpieces has been done. You have to get this flow state to create masterpieces. But to get this state, you don't have to think, because if you are thinking, then you are going completely out of the flow state. When we are working, we have to flow. And then an analogy is being established in between, okay, when our work is flowing physically, is flowing perfectly, then our soul, ourselves are completely in the flow state, and then we don't think, and we are going to create masterpieces. And then EasyGuide is a marvelous, marvelous, marvelous device to avoid problems that is gonna make us don't think in the performance, in the procedure, and we can create and we can flow. I don't know if you got me, you know? As easier your performing is being, as easier is getting into the flow state, as the highest is gonna be your rate, you know, of excellence, because excellence is not a result. Excellence is not an outcome. Excellence is an habit. And then if you want to work in an excellence way, you have to use excellence devices. And because, you know, the excellence is in between, you know, small details. In every small detail, if you take care of every nuance, okay, and then you'll get the excellence. And then I encourage you to use EasyGuide, because your professional life is gonna be much better, and your results, you know, is gonna be much, much, much better, because your mindset is gonna be higher, higher, higher. That is, okay, the procedure, okay? Okay, then the EasyGuide is going to guide the cannula in the desired depth of injection. At the same time, is going to guide you to get the desired flow state, okay? That is a little bit the concept, okay? Let's start. Let's put in common the technical issues of the device: mastering minimally invasive injection, EasyGuide in action. Sorry, okay. And what is really the EasyGuide? The EasyGuide really is like two devices in one. You know, it's a pre-hole needle because it has a needle. At the same time, it's a guide for the cannula because that needle has a gutter, okay, gutter, and then the cannula is going to slide through the gutter, and we are going to get the proper our target skin layer, and it's gonna make our lives really, really easy. And why the EasyGuide? Okay, Jesus. Okay, I know what is the EasyGuide. I think everybody knows. But why I have I to use? Why I have to use the EasyGuide? Because it eases very much the cannula insertion. It doesn't depend on the professional profile, because if you're a beginner, okay, you need something to make it easy, you know, because you don't have enough experience to insert probably the cannula. And when you are a senior, okay, like me, I have a lack of sight, and then it's much more easy. It's much easier to insert the cannula using the EasyGuide that not using, because when you use, for example, a needle, and then you have to try to insert through the needle, through the hole, trying to insert the cannula, and it's not so easy. At the same time, it guides the cannula perfectly, and it helps the doctor's gesture, because you feel more comfortable, but at the same time, you are feeling more comfortable physically, okay, and mentally. Your mindset, as I told you, okay, is gonna be much better, because if the performance of the procedure is flowing, you are going to feel more confident, more comfortable, and the final result is gonna be much, much better. Okay. Cannula insertion becomes smooth and comfortable for doctors and for patients, because sometimes if your patient is suffering, it's impossible it's impossible you feel comfortable, because your patient is suffering, then this way is really, really easy. It's less traumatic, as we will see later, okay? Okay. Here we have the difference between the insertion with a regular cannula and with a needle, a pre-hole with a needle, and with an EasyGuide. You can see the time here, okay? EasyGuide is gonna save us a lot of time, but it's not, I think, it's not a question of time. It's a big deal, obviously, but I think it's not a key point. I think the key point is the sensation for our patients, okay? Is the comfortability, and I think, as you can see, okay, it have took 40 seconds, you know, to get the cannula into the tissue, and we have finished with the EasyGuide. But I think I don't think, you know, is the key point. The time is important, obviously, but I think it's much more important the easy way and the yes, it's your work, you know, so flowing, you know, so smooth. As you can see in the final video I'm going to show with you. In the video I'm working, and you can see that, you know, my hand is completely relaxed, and my gesture is completely relaxed, and I am flowing and flowing and flowing, and the cannula is going and back, is going forward and back and backward, and it's like a dance, you know. It's really, really amazing. It's fantastic. Okay, EasyGuide assets. Let's have a look to the main assets, and then EasyGuide, a high precision device, a unique half needle shape, okay, to slide the cannula in the butter, you know, like in the image, to perfectly position the cannula, because it allows you, okay, to put the cannula of the position of the cannula just even before entry, you know, just even before to cross the skin, and to guide the cannula in the desired depth of injection, as we've seen, you know, a few slides before. As you can see here in the animated image, it let us to get with a single gesture for the creation of the pre-hole, at the same time for the insertion of the cannula. With one gesture, we can get two aims, two goals: is to make the hole and to insert the cannula at the same time. It's amazing. It's really, really easy. Ex vivo studies results, they show that after 5 punctures were performed on the skin, we can notice visibly smaller punctures and less tissue trauma with EasyGuide than with regular needle, as you can see in the upper photos, with a 21G standard needle puncture, and in the lower part, you can see 21G EasyGuide punctures. As you can see here, the channel into the tissue with the 21G standard needle puncture is thicker, and with the EasyGuide is really, really thin. It's much less, it's less traumatic, with EasyGuide and with a regular needle injection. Okay, as you can see here, is the result of this table presents the results in the facing the standard needle against EasyGuide and with scanning electron microscopy and the histology. And the results say that the EasyGuide in a smaller surface, the results in a smaller surface entry point, which could indicate less trauma at the initial puncture site. Despite differences in surface trauma, both, okay, needles penetrate to the same depth, indicating similar effectiveness in reaching the target tissue. There is no difference. We are going to reach our aim, our goal. But with the EasyGuide, the reduced puncture diameter with the EasyGuide suggests less internal tissue disruption. This way, we are going to get less brushing and faster recovery time, which are marvelous differences against competitors or against the regular hole with a needle. And we are going to avoid a lot of side effects and a less shorter recovery time, okay? The study demonstrates that the EasyGuide needle creates smaller surface holes and results in less internal tissue disruption compared to the standard needle without compromising on puncture depth. I think it should be our first option when we want to get the device to insert our cannulas. Okay, let's watch a video. It's amazing. You can see the tunnel into the tissue. Okay. The precision that we get with the EasyGuide, the precision is so thin, the channel into the tissue is we are going to reach perfectly the target skin layer. And I think there are many advantages that we have to consider before to choose one or other. Sorry. Okay. The EasyGuide has an ergonomic design. The design is really clever. It's smart. I always say that it's a smart device because if you are right-handed or left-handed, it doesn't mind. Okay, it doesn't matter because we have two grips. Okay, for ambidextrous use and improve stability when inserting the micro cannula because the weight is in the rear part, in the back part of the device. And regarding this, the antiseptic conditions are always guaranteed because the needle never is going to touch the working surface. And I think it's marvelous this way because you can work, you can inject in at the same time, you can leave perfectly put the device on your working table or your working surface, and the needle never is going to touch the surface, and it's marvelous. It's really easy, I think the designers you have thought in every small detail, and they have performed a marvelous device, really useful for practitioners. I encourage you to use it if you didn't do it yet. Okay. Here is my video. I think it's quite important to pay attention. The EasyGuide and the cannula, it doesn't depend on the material or the product we're going to use. we can use with every single material. We can use with fillers, with HA, hyaluronic acid. We can use it with polylactic acid. We can use it with hydroxyapatite. We can use it with vitamins, with whatever, okay? Wherever. It doesn't depend on the product, okay? It's perfectly, you can use it with every material you use. Let's watch the video.
Let's start. Our patient, she doesn't have any anesthetic product on her skin. No injected anesthetic product or not cream with anesthetic properties. Is completely natural, the treatment. And now we're going to how to insert our device depending on the angle, you know, between the needle and our patient's skin. We can reach different layers of the skin, and depending if we want to get a deeper layer, we're going to go more perpendicular, and if we want to get a more superficial layer, we're going to go more parallel to the skin surface. In this case, I'm going to insert the device like this. You see, it's really easy to insert. Both handle, remember, both handle, 2 grips, and then we're going to slipper our cannula through the channel, slipper like this. Okay. And now we are going to remove the device, and the cannula is in the right layer perfectly. We reach just the target skin layer, and now we're going to spread, in this case is polylactic acid, you know, all around our working area. Here the cannula is marvelous because it slides so soft through the skin. It's easy way. Easy way. Now we're going to put the focus on our patient's neck. Easy, really easy. The cannula is marvelous as well because the wall is really thin, and it allows us with a thinner caliper to get a very nice, very soft extrusion force. It's really gentle for us and for our patient's tissue. As you can see, we're going to reach, we are going to reach very, very distant areas. They are long, really farther of our entry point,
As you can see, my gesture is completely natural. I'm not fighting against my patient's skin, and the cannula is slippery, is perfectly through my patient's skin. There is no trauma. There is no fight. It's easy going. On the device, the whole device, the EasyGuide and the cannula, they are marvelous, and I think they has come to make our lives easier, our lives and patients' lives, obviously. I think is a different device. I think I appreciate the advantages it gives me, and I feel really confident using this device, and I think it's an important part of my performance, my daily performance. and it's for me is crucial in my daily practice. That's where I can share honestly with all of you. Okay, and I don't know if anybody has any question, any query.
Thank you so much, Dr. Chicón. Oh, I'm back. Thank you again for this great presentation. Yes, we do have some questions that are already asked. Please don't hesitate to ask questions in the Q&A or in the chat if you have some, but I will start asking you some of the questions. Which filler did you use for the last videos that you showed? Which type of filler?
It is not a filler, it's a polylactic acid. It's it's polylactic acid. But you can use fillers or other materials, you know. That's a key point, you know, of these devices. You can use with any material you feel confident using that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. You recommend the EasyGuide for specific zones of the face or all the zones?
You can use it for every single area zone, not only in the face, or not only in face, as body as well. In body as well, you know, you can use it for body treatments, buttocks, or inner arms, or tummy, etc., etc. But I especially recommend in very sensitive areas. For example, in teeth row, okay, in the teeth row, and lips, okay, it's marvelous here. You can inject here, and then the lips profile, okay, and lips filler, and then it's lips and hands, the volume of lips, and nose. You can use it in nose. It could be very okay. I don't think I didn't think about it, but I can show treatment and performance in nose with only one entry point here. You can get all to release your product in the columella and in the dorsal part of the nose, and the treatment is so simple, so clean, and so easy that it's amazing in nose and teeth row, temples. In temple is also very, very good because it allows you to get the interfacial space really easy, really fast. The EasyGuide is it goes directly to the interfacial space, and it's amazing. In those areas, it's very, very interesting.
Actually, there's a question about the temples of which cannula and EasyGuide size and lengths you recommend for temples.
25 Gs, 50 millimeters, 25-50, okay, for temple, okay, yeah, right. Or sometimes 22, 50. It depends on the G prime of your material. As higher G prime, thicker has to be the cannula. I think it's great, easy.
There is actually the same question for the lips. If you can use the EasyGuide for the lips and which size?
Okay, in lips is 25 always, or 25-50. Okay, yes, that's it. And I encourage you, I spur you to try, please, the device, because you are being delighted. You know, it's before and after. You know, in your professional life, because it's really easy to perform. Is really less traumatic for your patient. It's so comfortable for them, so comfortable for you. It lets you to get the perfect skin layer. It gets you to get the flow state, and it allows you don't think, only enjoy it. This device it's gonna let you to enjoy your performance, to put the focus only in the beautification, your patient's beautification, not in your hands. Or I have a problem here. I don't know if you have seen, you know, my hand in the video. You know, it was like this. like flowing, like dancing, you know. It's so easy because the balance between the rigidity and the flexibility of the cannula, it's perfect for the tissue. It has been thought, you know, just for the tissue, has been created for the tissue. It's amazing.
Great. There is a question about what are the available size of EasyGuide, if there is an EasyGuide for every size of cannula.
Sorry. The size. I don't understand very well the size
and the available size of EasyGuide. If all the cannulas have an
no,
you know what I mean?
No, all the cannulas has EasyGuide device. You know, the EasyGuide device. I use the EasyGuide device with the 22, 25, and 27. But I don't know if you have Hannah, you know much more about it, about the
Yes.
range of cannulas and please, can you help me?
Yes, of course. So we have EasyGuide for 22 gauge, 23 gauge as well. We have 23 gauge, 30, 50, and 70 millimeters. We have 25 gauge and 27 gauge. So basically, most of the mostly used sizes are available with the EasyGuides.
Perfect.
All right. What size do you recommend for a tear trough?
25, because sometimes some people has told me, 27 because it's thinner, and they consider that those people consider that with a thinner it's less traumatic. But if 20, for me, it's my opinion. 27 is a little bit thin, and sometimes the behavior is almost like a sharp needle. Sometimes, okay, and then in this part, I prefer use to 25. Yeah, 25, 50. It's perfect.
Would you recommend the EasyGuide for beginner injectors?
Always. always for beginners is perfect, and for seniors as well, because I'm 51, and 2 years ago, I have no problems with my eyes, but now, with from the last 2 years, I have presbycia, and then I have a lack of sight, and it's for me, it's a crucial device, because sometimes when I don't have, EasyGuide, it takes me a few seconds to get to insert the cannula, to look the hole, and to insert like this is like, and for beginners and for seniors, it doesn't depend on the practitioner profile. Yeah.
Great. So we have quite a few questions on where can we find the EasyGuides in the UK specifically. You can find the EasyGuide with our distributor Alma, so you should find it with Alma. But anywhere in the world where we have distributors, in Spain we have IMS, in France we have Biomederm. It's in many countries today. So don't hesitate to send us, private messages, and we can answer everything by email. I think we have been through all of the questions.
Okay, I just for finishing, you have my contact again, and I'm always be there, Hannah, and always be here and there supporting you, and you can count on me whenever you need. And it's been a pleasure. Okay, and let's start or let's continue practicing with EasyGuide, because it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay.
Thank you so much for your great advice and for your presentation, Dr. Chicón. Anyone who is in Spain, Dr. Chicón is in Madrid. Don't hesitate to go and speak with him. He's really amazing, and thank you again for everything. And we will see you for the next webinar then.
Thanks so much. Bye. Enjoy the rest of the week. Bye.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.